Well, here we are outside today. It's Memorial Day weekend, and fitting is to have a barbecue with your family. And we give thanks to those soldiers that went before us and their families that give us this opportunity to experience freedom and do the things that we do. But I wanted to bring along Drain Plug Garage. Yes, we want you to go subscribe to his channel, Drain Plug Garage. And you can also see that I've got God and Gears t-shirt on. From Matt and Stacey Steen. So go over and sub to Matt and Stacey Steen. They've got their YouTube channel, Matt and Stacey Steen. God and Gears. Matt's got a little book that he sent me that gives his testimony. And he hooked me up with a t-shirt that works out pretty well. Well, like I said, we're going to barbecue today. And this barbecue might look pretty strange to some of you. It doesn't have a lid. Well, I live on the Central Coast, California, and this area is known for its barbecues as far as the tri-tip barbecue, which was started years ago by the Swiss. What they would do is they would dig a big hole, they would skewer a bunch of top block. Tri-tip came along later, which is the Santa Maria style barbecue that you can look up, that a lot of people hear about. I mean, when I lived here, when I go into high school, I could go 30, 40 minutes up the road and no one knew what a tri-tip was. Same way, you could go to Santa Barbara and no one would know what a tri-tip was. It was just this area. Now it's, gosh, I've been in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and in the grocery case, there's a tri-tip. Anyway, this is how they barbecued it. So what we do is we build a pit that you can start a fire in, right? And you can lower the grill to adjust the heat that you go by. And what you typically do is we use red oak here. And in the background, you can see the oak trees right behind us here. And those are a scrub oak. And this is what we use around here to start, get our fires. It's got the bark and the wood give off a great smoky flavor taste to whatever that you're barbecuing. Doesn't matter, fish, chicken, ribs, tri-tip, top block, any of that stuff. It turns out really good. But like I said, I'll load this up with several pieces of this. I'll get the fire going, and then it usually takes about 45 minutes to burn down to get a nice set of coals. Typically, 450 to 500 degrees. That's what I typically try to barbecue with, but to each their own, right? But I'll give you a little tour of how I built this, and we'll go from there. All right, so you're getting an idea of the construction. It's stainless steel. Use tubing, just a spring there for the tension to roll the grill up and down. Just some little cables, right? I cut a groove inside that upright there for this to ride in, so I would get the least amount of slop out of it. you can see that these guys were built to rotate. I made it so I can remove this. I can pull it completely out. And I guess you can probably see there's fire brick in there. And then if you could get down in there and see, there's a fire 2000 degree fire blanket that I stuffed around inside behind that fire brick. And then I have my own gas line run to it, where I use that gas valve right there to turn it on. So yeah, there's a little bit of an up close view of the bark there. And our new friends that we have, right? We're all going to go over there and subscribe to these guys. I'm looking for the old drain plug. Where'd he go? There he is. Right, we got some new friends to go make, guys. So yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do now is, I don't know, there's a little bit better view of the oak trees that we cut down and use the wood for our barbecues. And then right up in that area right there is called Orchid Hill. That's the town I live in, is Orchid. And Orchid was an old pioneer from the oil, the beginning days of the oil industry here in California. And what Orchid did was he developed how to put steam down inside of a hole to bring the crude up, because it's a real thick crude in this area. It actually comes out of the ground in some areas in this where it just leaches out of the ground, especially around the beaches. You can, especially the Santa Barbara area, years ago before they were drilling it, we used to just be all over the beach. All right, so I'm going to get a fire started, and then we'll pick it back up from there. You can see that I've got the fire cooked down. Took about 45 minutes to get it pretty hot, little coal action going. Got some chicken on there. I got it seasoned with Susie Q. It's a seasoning company that's local here. They've got garlic, salt, pepper, and parsley in it. It's good stuff. You can probably buy it online. And I'd like to thank Matt and Stacey Steen for getting me the t-shirt. I appreciate it, guys. And thanks for supporting my channel. So I'd like you guys to do the same for them. And then we got Drain Plug Garage, where he was supporting my channel for many years. Well, 3 years. Not too long of a time, but I have to tell you a story about his son Jack, where they were watching one of my videos, and I'm always wearing flip-flops, and that's what you can hear in this video, all that clip-clapping, clopping around. That's my flip-flops. Well, you can see the burn marks in the different places on my shoes from the welder. Well, Jack, he was telling his dad, like, what the heck? This guy's welding with flip-flops on? Well, that story has always been funny to me, and I appreciate that story, and I'll always remember that story. So go see the Drain Plug Garage and do the same. Subscribe to them for great videos. All right, guys, next time I'll see you. We'll be back in the garage working on the Vino rod. And thanks for coming along today, and we'll see you soon.